Good morning, everyone. You're welcome to today's live stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. How's been trading this week? I hope it's been profitable. Drop a comment if you can hear me. Drop a comment if you can hear me. Drop a comment if you can hear me. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me loud and clear? Please confirm. Okay, Mr. Debayo, good morning. Okay, good. You can hear me. Okay, so let's go straight to business. Today is 14th of January 2026. So let's start by looking at the fundamentals for today. I believe you can see my screen. So today is 14th January, and the United States will be releasing its core PPI, that's production price index, and also core retail sales later today by 2:30 p.m. Nigeria time. Okay, so you're considering trading the major currency pairs, that's the US dollar pairs, you might have to wait for this news to be released before you place trade. Since the market opened on Monday, I've avoided USD pairs because yesterday CPI was released yesterday. Today, core PPI and core retail sales will be released. So I want to wait for all these major news to be released before I will take a trade on USD pairs. Okay, so that's my take for dollar pairs. Patiently wait for this news to be released before you take a trade. Okay, so let's see what DXY is saying. Okay, DXY, like I said, this is where I expect DXY to get to this week. This will be the next round liquidity. Okay, so my bias on the dollar still remains bullish until this gap is filled. My bias still remains bullish. I think the reversal we are seeing in the market right now is as a result of this resistance here. So this is what is holding price right now, this resistance. So a breakout from that resistance will be a confirmation that dollar is going to hit this zone. If price breaks out from this resistance, you can see that resistance level has been tested several times. The first time, second time, third time, and this is the first time the market has tested that resistance area. So if price breaks out from that resistance, you should expect more buys on the dollar. I hope that is clear. You should expect more buy on the dollar. Okay, so let's see yen basket. So like I said yesterday, I expect yen to reach, see a little retracement on. Okay, so this is the daily time frame. So yesterday was strongly bearish. If today's candle closes bullish, you should expect more buys on yen. If it closes bullish, you should expect more buy on yen. So yen is likely going to pull back to this fair value gap. That is my expectation on yen. Okay. So if today's candle closes bullish, we should look for opportunity to buy yen tomorrow. Though the buy has commenced, the buy has commenced on yen, but if you wait for today's candle to close, that will be a valid confirmation. That will be a strong confirmation. So you can see on 4 hour we had answered armor. So if this current candlestick, this current 4 hour closes as an engulfing pattern, if it closes as an engulfing pattern or close above this resistance, then one can risk buying here. Okay, but let's go down to 1 hour. Let's see what's happening on 1 hour. The fair value gap should be created on 1 hour. So you can see, so if price breaks out from that resistance, you could just wait for price to pull back to fill this fair value gap before you buy it. Okay, you can see, so before you buy, you want to wait for price to pull back to this fair value gap. This would be a very good entry area. Okay, if you want to buy, wait for price to pull back to this area before you buy. That's my take on yen. So I'm currently bullish on yen. Currently bullish on yen. I'm bullish on yen. But I'd love to see price retrace back into this fair value gap before going bullish on yen. And if I'm buying yen, my target will be this fair value gap on the 4 hour or the daily time frame. And see this fair value gap on the daily time frame. That will be my target. This fair value gap on the daily time frame. That will be my target. For those of you trade breakout strategy, breakout from support. When there's a breakout from support, price is expected to pull back to retest that support which has become a resistance. So that's what I see playing out on the yen basket. Okay, so let's go to currency pairs. You can see yen has started selling. You can see on the dashboard here, price is at a premium area. Can you see that? Price is at a premium area. Okay, price at a premium area, and at a premium area, you do not buy, you sell. You sell at a premium area, though the daily buyer still indicates that yen is bullish. So if today's candle closes, there's a high probability this this would what? This will change bearish. So I would advise that you wait for the daily candle to close. Okay, wait for the daily candle to close. If it closes, if the bias changes to bearish and price at premium, that is an A plus setup. That is an A plus setup. If today's candle closes bearish, okay, and the bias changes from bullish to bearish and price is at a premium, that is a strong confirmation to sell Euro JPY. That is a strong confirmation to sell Euro JPY. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. So let's see GBP USD. GBP USD is bullish, as you can see, and it has been bullish. You can see GBP USD is bullish. Since the market opened, GBP USD has been bullish. You can see the buyers here, bullish. It's been bullish. Price pulled back to a discount area. You can see this fair value gap here. Okay, price pulled back to a discount area. If you apply your Fibonacci, okay, you don't have to do this. Once you have the expert advisor on your platform, it does the analysis for you. Okay, if you don't have it, you apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high. Price has pulled back to a discount area. So at the moment, GBP USD is bullish at the moment. And like I told you guys yesterday, there's a high probability they will come sweep this high. I told you this fair value gap. I would love to see GBP USD to fill this fair value gap. My bias on GBP USD is bearish. Since my bias for the dollar is bullish, I will look for sell opportunity on GBP USD. Okay, I'm not interested in buying GBP USD. I'm not interested in buying GBP USD. This bias needs to change to bearish for me to sell GBP USD. I'm patiently waiting for the signal to sell GBP USD. I'm patiently waiting for the signal to sell GBP USD. Buying GBP USD, as far as I'm concerned, is trading against the higher time frame trend. It is trading against the higher time frame trend. As you can see on a daily time frame, the shift in market structure has occurred here. You can see that shift in market structure has occurred here. And after shift in market structure, we expect price to pull back to a premium area. before we sell. And that is what is playing out on the daily time frame. That is what is playing out on the daily time frame. Now, for those of you who are buying GBP USD, if you have not entered a buy trade on GBP USD, this would have been the best entry. For those who want to buy, this would have been the best entry after the formation of this inverted diamond. That is where you should have bought GBP USD. If you have not bought GBP USD, don't buy from this price, please. Don't buy from this price. It has done over how many pips? About 35 pips. Don't buy. If you that you want to buy, you can see this fair value gap it has created. Okay, you can see this fair value gap it has created here. Patiently wait for price to pull back to this fair value gap before you buy it. If you insist that you want to buy, wait for price to pull back to this fair value gap. Or if you insist you want to buy from the current market price, let's say the risk you want to take on this trade is $50. Divide that into two. Risk $25 on this first trade. Your risk on the first trade should not exceed $25. Set your stop loss. You could set your stop loss. Your stop loss should be at this level. Let's see, from this point to this point, that's about 64. Your stop loss should just be 50 pips below this level. You could use 50 pips. Okay, 50 pips as your stop loss. So your stop loss should be at this level. If you are buying from the current market price, then if price pulls back to fill this fair value gap, you risk the remaining $25 on the second trade. I hope that is clear, because price might not pull back to this fair value gap. Everything in trading is probability. It's probability. So the price will pull back to this fair value gap is not guaranteed. So if you don't want to miss the move, you could just split your risk into two, divide it by two, then take a trade. If price pulls back to this area, good, you take more trades. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. If you have any question or any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Let's see Euro USD. So like I told you, Euro USD also is bearish. Euro USD is bearish. It is bearish. Yesterday candle closed bearish. But as you can see, price is at what? A discount area right now. Price is at a discount. If you apply your Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high, this is a discount, extreme discount. Price at extreme discount. And you can see that the shift in market structure has occurred on a daily time frame. You can see that the shift in market structure has occurred. Now, this signal you are seeing here, this signal has been here for days for sell. You can see this signal has been here for days for sell. So you should have entered sell. This is the best price to have entered your sell. So at this point, the signal for sell came on. So you should have entered sell from this point. So if you didn't sell from this point, you cannot sell from this point. Because those who entered, who followed, who executed this signal, those who executed this signal would have made money from this point, and they would have closed their trade. You can see they would have made close to 147 pips, or let's say 100 pips. For those who don't have the patience to hold the trade, they would have made close to 100 pips, at least 100 pips, and they will be out of this trade right now. So after a shift in market structure, you want to see price pull back to a premium area. And that's what I'm waiting for on GBP, on Euro USD. I want to see price pull back to a premium area before I will sell it. You can see the signal is still bearish. It is still bearish. So you cannot buy. You cannot buy. If you are buying, you're trading against the trend. This year, I just want to flow with the trend. It's very easy to make money or to make profits consistently when you are flowing with the trend. Don't fight with the trend. Don't fight with the trend. You need to know the direction of the market and just flow with the trend. It will be an easy ride when you flow with the trend. When you are flowing against the trend, when you are fighting the market, you will struggle to make money. You will struggle to keep your profits. Okay, so always flow with the trend of the market. Euro Australian dollar and GBP Australia dollar. Okay, Euro Australian dollar and GBP Australian dollar. Okay, let's see Euro Australian dollar. I'm still bullish on Euro Australian dollar. Let's see what's happening there. The trade I took yesterday is still very active on Euro Australian dollar. I'm still very bullish on Euro Australian dollar. I'm still very bullish on Euro Australian dollar. Okay, still very bullish on Euro Australian dollar. Is that clear? I'm still bullish on Euro Australian dollar. What's the midpoint price here? 1.7403. 1.740 1.7403. So today's candle opened above that level. So that's a bullish bias. That's a bullish bias. So I'm still very bullish on Euro. I'm still very bullish on Euro Australian dollar. I'm still bullish on Euro Australian dollar. Okay. I'm still bullish on Euro Australian dollar. And GBP Aussie, let's see GBP Aussie. GBP Aussie, the direction is not clear. GBP Aussie has been, I looked at the charts at the early hours of today. The chart was not looking nice at all. So I would advise you avoid GBP Australian dollar. Avoid GBP Australian dollar. Okay, so the bias here is bullish. Okay, so it is bullish. It is bullish. Okay, it is bullish. It is bullish. But this is not the right time to buy, please. This bullish bias was let's go to the daily. So it's after the close of this candle. After the close of this candle, we got this bias for buy, bullish. So it started buying from this point. After the close of this candle, it started buying. So if you want to buy, GBP Australian dollar, let's say 1 hour. Okay, let's say 15 minutes. If you want to buy, okay, so you can see it has created a fair value gap here. Patiently wait for price to come fill this gap. This would be a very good area to join the bullish trend. This would be a very good area to join the bullish trend. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. This would be a very good area to buy GBP Australia dollar. I hope that is clear. Let's see what's happening on gold. Gold still bullish, but price is at a premium area, so there's a high probability that we'll see a reversal on gold. There's a high probability that we'll see a reversal on gold. If this bias changes from bullish to bearish, then you should look for sales. Look for sales. Price is at a premium area, so all we need to wait for is for the daily bias to change from bullish to bearish, then we can sell gold. We can sell gold. Price is currently at a premium area. You don't buy at premium. Buying at a premium is at a very high risk. Is at a very high risk. So if today's candle closes and the bias changes from bullish to bearish, that will be the right time to sell gold. That will be the right time to sell gold. So let's start with the daily time frame. Okay, so since the market opened, gold has been bullish. Gold has been bullish. Gold has been bullish, and it's still bullish. It's going to sweep this high. So don't sell gold now, and also I wouldn't advise that you buy gold right now. Okay, don't sell and don't buy. Gold has done over 500 pips today. It has done over 500 pips. So if you didn't buy at the opening of the today's candle, why would you want to buy now that gold has done over 500? This would have been the best entry for gold after the formation of this armor. You can see after the formation of this armor, this is where you should have bought gold. So if you didn't buy gold from this point, tell me why you want to buy from this point. Why? Those who bought from this point, who caught this move at its early phase, most of them will be closing their trade right now. They will be taking profit out of the market. And as they keep taking profit out of the market, what will happen? Price will drop. The demand for that instrument, for gold, will drop. And when the demand drops, what will happen? Gold will start selling. So don't buy gold now, don't sell now. As far as I'm concerned, gold is at an overbought area. As you can see, gold is what is at a premium. You can see premium area. Premium, you don't buy. You don't buy at premium. You look for sell. That's my take on gold. So patiently wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form on gold, then you can risk selling it. Don't sell right now. Don't buy right now, unless you are willing to take a very high risk, which could result to margin call or blowing of your account. Okay. Which other pair do you want me to analyze? Which other pair do you want me to analyze? GJ, look for sell. If today's candle closes bearish, I'm going to sell GJ tomorrow. GJ is my next, is the pair I'll be trading tomorrow. GJ. Okay, GJ is the pair I'm going to trade tomorrow. I see GJ selling tomorrow. I see GJ selling tomorrow. Depends on how today's candle close. Okay, I see GJ selling tomorrow. So I see GJ selling tomorrow. GJ has been bullish for a long time, and the buyers are getting exhausted. The buyers are getting exhausted. You can see the pattern we had here. This is an hanging man, and after the formation of this hanging man, if you go down to 1 hour or 15 minutes time frame, okay, so if you go down to, you can see what we have here. We had a fair value gap here. We had a fair value gap here. Price pulled back to test that fair value gap. This fair value gap got filled at this point, and also this morning they tested that fair value gap again. You can see. So the trade I took on GJ yesterday is still very active. It's still very active. I'm a massive profit now. I think close to 60 pips profit on GJ, because I think I executed the trade at this point when the market pulled back to this fair value gap yesterday. What happened there? There was a shifting market structure at this point. There was a shifting market structure at this point. So I waited for price to pull back to this fair value gap that was created here, you can see. And that was where I took the trade. And it sold yesterday, made so much profit. This morning I woke up and I was seeing little profits. All the profit I made yesterday, price went back, you know, and I think I was just seeing maybe few dollars, you know. But this morning it has continued in that direction. It has continued in that direction, and I believe it will keep dropping. See this fair value gap. This is my first target. This is my first target for GBJPY. So my target, my entry was around this area, targeting this area. There's about 100 pips, 100 pips, yeah, 100 pips. That's my first target for GJ. That's my first target for GJ. Is there any other pair you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. What other pair do you want me to analyze? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. For those of you who are yet to take advantage of the Aurum reimbursement account, the offer is still available. It's going to close soon. It's going to close soon. So I would employ that you register an account so that you can have access to that reimbursement account. It's a great offer. It's a great offer. So register so that you can. And it's for new clients. Please note, it's for new clients only. New registration only, not for existing clients. For new registrations only. Okay. And yeah, if you're interested in getting the expert advisor, send me a message on WhatsApp. Send me a message on WhatsApp. If you are my private student, you have access to the EA. 2-month subscription is $20, and that offer closes this week. For those of you that are not my students, my private students, you're paying $30 to access the expert advisor. So if you're interested, send me a message on WhatsApp. That offer closes this week. From next week, you have to pay $50 to access the EA 2-month subscription. So if you're interested, send me a message on WhatsApp. Any other question? Do you have any other question? Let me know in the comment section. Do you have any other question? USJPY and USD card. Okay, USD, JPY, and USD card. We've analyzed EU, Mr. Joseph. Maybe you have to watch the replay. You've analyzed EU, okay? USD JPY and USD CAD. USD JPY and USD JPY and USD CAD. Okay, let's see USD JPY and USD CAD. Use USD JPY and USD CAD. USD CAD. So the bias for USD CAD is still bullish. USD CAD is still bullish. USD CAD is bullish. Okay, but price is at a premium area now. So you don't buy from the current market price because price is at a premium area. It's at a premium area. So if price is at a premium area, we want to see price retrace. There should be a retracement. Okay, there should be a retracement. There should be a retracement. So you can see USD CAD gave us a buy signal several days ago. You can see at this point, USD CAD gave us a buy signal. So this is where you should have executed the buy. You can see when price was at a discount, this is where you should have executed a buy. And those of us who bought from this point, okay, we are already out of this trade. Those of us who bought from this point. So if you didn't buy from this point, you cannot buy from this point right now because price is at a premium area. Price is what? At a premium area. So before you buy, wait for price to retrace back. Most likely, USD CAD will come and fill this fair value gap. This fair value gap, this is where you should be looking for buy. Okay, wait for USD CAD to pull back to this fair value gap. This is where you should be looking for. You can see the entry level here, entry level 1, entry level 2. These lines showing you where you should look for your buys. This entry level 1, entry level 2. This is where you should be looking for buys. If you want to buy, USD CAD, you see the low of yesterday. The low of yesterday is they are most likely going to use the low of this yesterday candle as liquidity today. Okay, because after the formation of this pattern that looks like an hammer, most retail traders would have executed buy. Most retail traders would have executed buy. So there's a high probability they will use core retail sales or PPI to sweep this low. Then after sweeping this low, they will use that opportunity to fill this fair value gap. So this would be a very good area to look for your buy. And if you are buying USD CAD, there's a high probability that USD CAD will come and fill this fair value gap. So if you are buying, this will be your target. That should be your target if you are buying USD CAD. So my bias on USD CAD is still bullish, but I'd love to see price retrace back into this area before I will buy. Look at our USD CAD, it has not really done much this week. It has not done much this week. This was Monday candle, Tuesday candle, Wednesday candle. It has not really, like, it's been ranging kind of. You can see since the market opened, like USD CAD has been ranging. So I believe you can see this fair value gap here on 4 hour. You can see this fair value gap here on 4 hour. There's a high probability they will come for it before going bullish. That's my take on USD CAD. So let's see USD JPY. USD JPY. If you can, please just avoid USD pairs until the major news is released. Avoid USD pairs until the news is released. So we had a bullish bias on USD JPY. That was last, I think it was last Friday. Yeah, last Friday we had a bias on USD JPY. So if you had missed this move, it was last Friday. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This was Friday. So we took the buy on USD JPY. I bought GBP JPY. I bought CAD JPY when we got this signal. Okay, I bought and I made so much profit on GBP JPY and CAD JPY. I didn't trade USD JPY. So if you had bought, you would have made close to 200 and something pips. 200 and something pips. Now you can see that price is at a premium area. Price is at a premium area. So though the trend is still bullish, we need USJPY to retrace to a discount area. We need it to retrace to a discount area before we buy. So there is a high probability that USJPY might come fill this fair value gap. Okay, you can see we have resistance here, we have resistance here. So this is a key support zone at the moment. This is a key support zone or a key demand zone. So USJPY most likely come to fill this gap before going bullish. That's my take on USJPY. Though the trend is still bullish, we want to see a reversal to this zone before we buy. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So that'll be all for today's session. I appreciate every one of you for your participation. Euro USD is still bearish. It's still bearish. It's still bearish. Okay, Euro USD is still bearish, but wait for price to pull back. There's a high probability they're going to use this Monday, the high of Monday candle as liquidity today. Wait, that's what I shared with you guys yesterday. I said I would love to see them sweep this high of Monday before I will look for my sell pattern. Okay, you can see bias is bearish, but I want price to pull back to a premium area. This liquidity, there's a high probability they will sweep this liquidity unless the news favor USD. If the news favors USD, Euro USD might just keep selling. Okay, but I feel there's a high probability they would come and sweep this high here. The high of yesterday and the high of Monday candle will be used as liquidity today. It will be used as liquidity today. That is what I see playing out on Euro USD. I don't want to trade against the trend. If I wanted to trade against the trend, I would have executed the buy trade on Euro USD because you can see price has pulled back to a discount area. You can see the fair value gap. This pullback was to come and fill this fair value gap, which is it has accomplished. You can see that has been accomplished. So there's a high probability. So if you want to buy, if you want to risk buying, okay, if you want to risk buying, your first target, let's see the risk reward if it is worth it. This is 32 pips, and your first target to be 45 pips. So that's like 1:1.5, which is not bad. Which is not bad. So there's a high probability. This is where I will be looking for opportunity to sell. You see, this will be my first area of consideration. Okay, you can see this fair value gap here. This will be my first area of consideration to sell EU. Then maybe this liquidity area here, this high here, that will be my next area of consideration. These are the areas I will be considering selling on Euro USD this week. I hope that is clear. So that will be all for today's session. I want to appreciate every one of you for your participation. Mr. Debayo, Mr. Destiny Onyebuchi, who again, Mr. Joseph, Ewo Makesana. I appreciate every one of you for your participation, and I wish you all a profitable trading day. Bye for now.